Hello, Zelda Speedruns. Welcome to the Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 3 tournament bracket match between, this is winner's bracket semis between Jasnix and Oni. This is game 2 officially, and yeah, I'm going to, well, okay, I'm not handing it over, but I'm going to be commentating today with Joshi. And we have our two very helpful trackers as well, KitKat and Featherblade. So yeah, we're just gonna get started when these runners are ready. How are you today, Joshi?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually really excited for this race after the really close match I believe was rather recently.
Yeah. Game 1 was just bonkers, tying down to the very second.
Yeah, very, very well equally matched pair, these two. It's going to be really good.
And it looks like okay, I did not realize we still have about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm fine with that personally. I like just I don't know. I didn't want to rush into it last minute, so.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm currently thinking maybe for the dungeons to have something like Earth Temple, Lanayru Mining Facility, and Ancient Cistern. I haven't really seen much Lanayru Mining Facility, honestly.
Yeah, we've been getting a ton of Ancient Cistern, so I agree with that. Earth Temple is just kind of sad in these settings, but just with locked behind 2 key pieces, it just ends up being very late, and it's, go moding ET is not the greatest because it's one of the easier dungeons, so you want to go mode something different. But, it's whatever. Yeah, so I think I'd go with like ET, AC, and maybe Sandship, I'd say.
Yeah, that sounds like a good combo.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ET and Sandship aren't the most fun in these settings, but they do tend to happen, and so that's my bet.
No flame dungeons does sound like it could be a good option as well. Yeah, I can accept that. I've not seen much of Skyview at all.
Alrighty. Let's see. Yep.
Ooh.
And we are. So the first thing we're going to take note of is our random spawn, which I'm really excited to see. We are in Lanayru Mine. What's that? Okay.
I like this.
That is a great spawn because wow, just wow. I didn't even know that was possible.
So this means they have the Amber Tablet, I want to say, right?
Yeah, so we start with the Amber Tablet, and we have Earth Temple Sandship FS. Alrighty. Yeah, and we have Thunderhead Baron, Sealed Grounds, and was there the run? I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either.
Okay, but we are in Desert, and I don't think we've seen our starting. Oh, Beetle. Okay, so Beetle is our starting item. We already have Divergence, so Jasnix is going to go grab this quick chest in near Cage Robot, while Oni is off into the sky.
And yeah, Jazz is doing a cool break slide.
Yeah, really early tot skip. Love to see it. Generally, this is like mostly desirable if you need to, if it's in logic, or if you just want to clear out the right side of desert, but you don't have claw shots. But I mean, obviously we don't have claw shots. This is kind of early, but I still like this play. You never know if Fire Node Shortcut is going to have a pretty big item. All right, and we have Shaq has Life Tree Fruit, and Elden Volcano to G2, I believe.
Yeah, there's something pinging.
Those look like the first chest. Okay, so this is out of logic right now, but also it was 2 Barons. Okay, so we just have Thunderhead and Sealed Grounds. That's cool. And we had Elden to G2. Going to update the hints really quickly while we're settling in.
More crystals.
I did not catch the Fledge hint. That's my bad. I will have to wait till Jasnix grabs that.
I really wish I could read hints as fast as runners can.
It's just, yeah, it's especially tough with this game because of hint importance. Required, possibly required, not required. It's just a lot to, it's a lot to keep track of. And I did see we had 2 hints on 1 Gossip Stone in the Volcano Island, which is because we were missing a Baron hint. So the game will make up for that by adding an extra sometimes hint. So we will actually have 7 sometimes hints at least in this seed instead of the usual 6, I believe. So that's cool. Alright, Village to Scaldera. That's an interesting one. Village is a 2-check region.
Okay, so yeah, Jazz is going now to the Lumpy Pumpkin, and it seems Oni's heading towards Skyloft. Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably. Gonna start with our traditional upper Skyloft start, although maybe a central? Okay, so it is a central start. Okay, yeah, so Fledge has required Water Dragon Scale. That's interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Oni starting in central here. Upper Skyloft is more check dense, but oh wow, nice Goddess Sword. So yeah, central. I like this. Sometimes you want to like get ahead on the Petrus check, especially with Lineru starts, which tend to be kind of not very check dense at the beginning. So you never know if Petrus is going to have something required.
More money. Very cool.
Yeah. Sorry, give me just 1 second here.
Oh, okay. So Oni's going to the cave, the waterfall one, but going through it forwards, I think.
Yeah, he tends to do that. Some people prefer going backwards. But I think in like they both have benefits. I mean, in this going forwards lets you grab more rupees for a beetle shot potentially. You know, if you plan on getting the chest regardless of whether they're pinging. But if you only want to go for pings, then backs, the reverse tends to be better. And
Nice
Gus Bellows.
Gus Bellows, yeah.
So we might see our early village path with Melara, unless it's on Birdie.
Ooh.
That is
The harp.
Okay. Sphere Zero Harp. We may be seeing. Ooh, that case was out for Jasnix's blood.
Yes.
We may be seeing some early trials, which is always fun.
Yeah, I really like the trials in these settings. It's really cool.
They're nice, yeah. I don't know. They can be kind of stressful to deal with, like just routing wise, because especially if you don't know what some of the unhinted items are, like it's just a little bit of a feels like a gamble sometimes. But if you handle it well, it can really pay off to dip trials early.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's one of the many things that makes Rando interesting. It's the decisions.
Of course, yeah. And we are sort of converging here. So Jasnix deciding to do upper before central, which is a bit more traditional Skyloft route. But Oni is also meeting him up here. So nothing on the Goddess Sword. And I didn't see, did Oni like sleep anywhere and then talk to Petrus a second time, or did you happen to catch that?
I don't remember him doing that, but I could have missed it.
Okay.
Oh, nice sword.
There's another sword. Wow. Wow. So 2 Sphere Zero swords on Skyloft. That's great. Yeah. So we've got longsword now. So we need we start with level 1 sword and we need the level 5 sword, the Master Sword. So we just need 2 more in terms of swords, which is a little scary.
Oh, Nehru's Wisdom.
No useful items in Nehru's trial. That's nice. That's one of the harder trials to route with relics, I feel like. But I do think we'll have at least 1 or 2 trials with something required because of how early Harp was.
Okay, yeah, that was a wallet. I'm very bad at recognizing these little bags that they get. Oh my god, another sword.
No way. I looked away for like
sword.
1 second. That's crazy. So that's White Sword then. That's gonna be White Sword for Oni, yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Kind of nice. White Sword dowsing is a really cool tool that I probably love more than most people, but I think it's really cool. Some of the out of the way checks that are freestanding, you can ping them dead if they're a rupee, treasure, or crystal.
Yeah, I mean that sounds cool to me.
So Oni's talking to Fledge here, but that doesn't really do anything yet because you need to actually have the stamina potion with you.
Oh, okay.
Probably just a muscle memory thing. We can't get the stamina potions until we raise Linear Mining Facility, which sets the flag for them to be available in the shop.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's why it's a little weird. It wasn't like that in Remlets, where LMF started out raised, so you could just buy stamina potions whenever. It's because of like story flag reasons in the vanilla game, but it doesn't make as much sense in Rando, but we still have that, so it's fine.
Got you, yeah. Did that just not ring the bell? That's weird.
Yeah, ringing this with Beetle is so finicky, especially if you hit it like right on the bottom. And then sometimes, depending on where you hit it, like the item will fall out, but it'll be like, it'll just get stuck up there, and then you have to fly the Beetle again. It can be kind of punishing.
Oh, I had wondered if it could like not fall in a good place before, because I've never seen it actually happen.
Yeah, I think in practice, everyone's probably experienced that at least once. So runners and races, we tend to like be a little careful with it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. We do have something in Shed Chest. So, and I'm wondering if, because the required scale is interesting because we don't have Skyview or Ancient Cistern, which would, well, Ancient Cistern hard requires scale, and Skyview tends to logically require it if there's a small or big key on the dig spot. But, so that means that something else is scale lock that's required, which implies either Lake Floria or this Shed Chest right here. Potentially Great Tree, actually, too. That would be really bad, especially with early Bellows.
Oh, mitts.
Yeah, mitts on Beetle. That's not going to be too useful just yet, but once we find Ruby Tablet, definitely. Yeah, Leaf Blower, Power Wash, Tomato, Tomato. Ooh, Bomb Bag on 1000. That's...
Oh, jeez.
okay, well, speaking of Ruby Tablet, okay. So,
nice.
So right away, that'll satisfy the Scaldera path. So unless there is a second village path, which would be very weird, but no. All right, and Jasnix opting for early Betrow. I kind of see this. He might be, since he's already here, he might just think he'll grab Bat 10. There's kind of a big gap between Bat 10 and the next check, which is 30, so...
Did I just see that Beetle was selling his own beetle?
We did have a classic Beetle selling his own Beetle, and then thanking you when you give it back to him. He's a clumsy lad. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Earrings
nice.
on Bat 5. That's really good for... Well, okay, not terribly good just yet. I mean, wow, I mean, that's... You do need that for one of your dungeons, though. So that's awesome with the Ruby Tablet. Yeah, potentially early FS. We still need a couple things to do anything there. We need claw shots at least to do anything there, and even then we can't do much without Hook Beetle.
Yeah,
so,
how badly do we need Mogma mitts for that?
That's mostly it locks the second half of the dungeon, because it's a dungeon item. So
like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so the first half you can still do quite a bit. And of course you can do the back half out of logic as well. With Back in Time. But I'm not sure if the runners are gonna opt for some FS bit shenanigans super early. Sometimes if the logic is pointing you there, then you just kinda wanna take whatever required item is in the front half and get out.
Okay, so that's the sword Jazz hadn't got yet. Okay, so they've both got 4 now.
Right. So it was Pero, Owlin, and I think Waterfall Cave had the third one? I wasn't... I don't remember.
I remember.
Oh, no, it was...
I know
was
Fledge had one.
Oh, Fledge had... Oh, yeah, Fledge did have one. That's great, yeah. Wow, that's insane. 3 out of 5 swords in Sphere Zero Skyloft.
Yeah, that's funny.
Really putting the sword in Skyward Sword.
So true.
Is that... Oh, okay. I thought that was the other mitts for a second on Beetle. But no, that's because Oni got it, yeah.
No, trust me, I thought the same thing for a second.
Yeah. I have seen that before, both mitts in the same place. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
beetles stacking up on mitts.
Yeah, we are in our first Elden dip now, so I'm just gonna check these dig spots. Also got a hint stone here. Triforce of Power in Lake Flurry. Okay, well that explains the required scale.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go. Yeah. So, Triforce of Power in Lake.
Looks like Oni's bomb missed. Whoops.
Oh yeah, did it get stuck on the ground? Yeah, if you throw it to the right, it tends to get stuck. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that one will reach, unfortunately. Yeah. Too far right, and it'll get stuck on the slope. Too far left, and it won't go close enough to the tower. It kind of sucks. That looks good. Or, okay, wait, that might have gone too far.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. This
Poor
is,
Oni.
this, yeah, this bomb flower is being really mean to Oni.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate.
I've never seen it be this bad. Yeah, it's one of those things.
That,
I've had problems with it myself, but not
well,
this
it
bad.
was
Oh,
needed at least.
yeah, vanilla key piece right there. So I'm gonna update hints on the bot because I got distracted from doing that. Actually, I'll wait till we're done seeing new checks for a little bit. Yeah, the White Sword sub 20 minutes is just crazy. I never thought I'd see that. Kikwis are dead. Okay. I'm sure Oni's very happy to see that. I don't know. The Kikwis are funny. I personally like routing them in. Just at least like just one of them, like some of the quick ones while I'm doing other checks in Farron, but a lot of people just tend to skip them. So I'm thinking about starting to do the same myself. So nice out of bounds trick from Jasnix here, going to go get the fourth and fifth dig spots a little bit faster than going around the vines portion.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Yeah, Bokoblin out of bounds. Pretty cool stuff. And we have Oni looping back to the beginning of Elden. That's a song. That is Song of the Hero. No useful items. Okay. Interesting. So at least two of our trials are dead. Oh, okay, and there's claw shots on the dig spot
very
RBM.
useful.
Nice. Yeah, that's a little mean place to get that, because if that was like one check earlier, then Jasnix wouldn't have had to do the Bokoblin out of bounds. So. Alright, we're gonna ping Bokoblin base here.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, and there's the other key piece on Plat. Interesting.
And I think
looks like
Jazz just got a bottle.
Okay. Okay, yeah, nice bottle. Okay, and we had at least one ping in Boko base. He didn't seem to ping the others really, like, carefully, which is fine. But at least the drawbridge chest is pinging. So I know that much. that whip? Oh my gosh.
That is the whip, yeah.
So we had Elden Path to gear him 2. So, okay, right away the Claw Shot satisfies that. But we also have whip here. I'll just note that down in case there's like a second Elden Path or something. Yeah, so I'm thinking, with a beetle and digging mitts, you are really just missing, well, Bomb Bag itself for Earth Temple, and potentially Hook Beetle if the lava tunnel is required. So I'm wondering, this is an interesting choice. I personally would probably try to greed out for maybe a couple more wallets to grab the bomb bag before going to ET, but I could see a runner dipping it with the early key pieces. The crystals. Yeah, so actually with earrings and claw shots, so Jasnix can actually get both hints, and the bottle specifically. Jasnix can get both hint stones and summit. So I'm wondering if he'll loop back to the back here. Because getting 2 hints right there can be kind of powerful. And actually with White Sword you could also, well, that's kind of more like finicky at times, but you could try to White Sword douse the item behind digging check. So I would personally be considering checking Summit hint stones here. And just maybe grabbing the bird statue outside FS.
Yeah, now where's Oni going?
He is looping back into Elden. He didn't do the dig spots. Well, not the 2 right side dig spots, which had the claw shots and bottle. So he'll get those here. I think that's fair. It is faster to fly between. Oh no, he's going to ET.
He's going in. Fair enough.
Okay. Not gonna hurt him, honestly, because claw shots, as useful as they are in most of the game, don't do much in ET. So I mean, he's fine, but this is probably a fine play. You'll get some early checks, and even if you decide to, wait on, I mean, you should be fine, honestly, unless you really want to check Rupee and Lava Tunnel. But you could also ping with White Sword, actually. I talk too much about White Sword dowsing. I'm kind of like a fanatic about it.
Hey, it's a cool feature. Nice heart container.
Okay, so we are looping back in the desert here for Jasnix, which I kind of like, with the claw shots especially. I don't know if he pinged these chests earlier, but there is one claw shot lock ping here.
And Oni flew into the lava.
Been there, done that. Okay, nice wallet for Jasnix. So that'll let him get the bomb bag. I'm sorry, that won't let him get. Getting more wallets in general will help him get the bomb bag eventually. Actually, well, yeah. Yeah, so bomb bag's on Beetle at 1000, which is a really rough spot. Okay, so path hints. I'm just gonna update the hints in the chat.
Oh
That
my
is a
god, the spiral
Triforce.
charge. Yay! Yeah, it's just typical me. Two things come up on screen. One's a spiral charge and one's a required item, and I'm more interested in the spiral charge.
You're totally fine. Spiral charge is fun. Okay, I love the little spin the bird does. Honestly, like.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
Okay, so yeah, so we have Thunderhead, Concealed Grounds, or Baron. At 5 had earrings. And we have
Yes, they have
Lanayru
collected
Child.
the same swords.
Golden, Hurricane 2, Village, Scaldera. That was Ruby Tablet.
Yeah, they found all three of these swords on Skyloft. It was rather funny.
One location is Lanayru Mine. Bag on Beetle 1000. And yeah, I think. Oh, Triforce of Power.
Okay, another wallet. Cool.
Okay, so hints should be updated.
I believe only just got the Earth Temple boss key. It looked fancy, whatever it was.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's on the left of the screen. So yeah, that was boss key. Was that on the Magma?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, just after
Nice.
getting the thing that was in the vanilla bomb bag location.
Right. So funny thing about
Yeah.
those checks, technically they're both the vanilla bomb bag, because you get it from the chest and then you give it back to Led, but then he decides to give it to you. So it's just kind of like. Okay.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. Right. Yeah, that's
Chat is
funny.
always winning. Also, Oni doing back in time here, I believe. Was that Desert to Tantalus on Jasnix's end?
Oh, I didn't see it.
ET to Tantalus. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Wow. Earth Temple to Tantalus. Cool
I have
stuff.
no idea why I keep thinking Tantalus is the boss of Ancient System.
Okay, dead. Stanship Brig is dead. That's really nice.
There's something glowing down here. Either Triforce or Gratitude crystals. Or maybe a song, I don't know.
If you're not sure, then it was probably a crystal pack, because Triforces have a very big glow, I feel like.
Okay, yeah, it is crystals.
Yeah, grad crystals. Nice a little cutscene jump there from Oni. That's slight time save there in terms of dying for the commit and reload for the stairs RBM. Yeah. So I did not see if Oni tried to white sword douse the a Rupee and Lava Tunnel check, but if not, then he is skipping it here, which is fine. It's not likely to be anything, and you can kind of progress here and defeat Scaldera without Bomb Bag. Bombless Caldera is kind of precise, but if you've practiced it, it's honestly fine with, at least with like Longsword. At least I don't like doing it with Goddess Sword. Longsword and above, I probably have no problem going for Bombless Caldera. Right. Yeah, that was Colin's letter. That unlocks one check in Skyloft. Oni safety saving before Bombless Caldera because you can soft lock.
That sounds painful if that does happen.
Yeah, it's not great. Okay, I believe that's the first and second chest in mines. Pinging. Which is nice because he doesn't have to worry about not having Bomb Bag or Hook Beetle. I was kind of updating the hints during a little bit of ET. Joshy, do you remember any significant items that might be our path?
I don't think, unless, was that where the piece of Triforce was found?
Well, Triforces can't be path anyway because they don't lock anything, so.
Okay, so I don't remember finding anything significant other than that.
That's fine, yeah. Might be something else called Darrow, which would be very interesting. Yeah, so Bombless Caldera here. Oni's gonna wait for Scaldera to come all the way up to the top and near that bomb flower. You could throw one at him or you could just let him hit it. And then you want to roll a second one into his mouth. I believe the sequence is Skyward Strike. I know it when I'm doing it, not when I'm commentating. Skyward Strike, spin, and then cycle to Skyward Strike, spin attack, spin attack. That's what I do, at least. There's probably multiple ways of doing it. So if you do it correctly, you can actually get a 2-cycle here. Right, there was also Gratitude Crystals, I believe, in ET. So. And now for the last step here, if you don't get the 2-cycle, you have to do a sort of precise Skyward Strike here. That was good, nice. I thought that might be too late, but that's, yeah, nice tricycle from Oni. Yeah, Scaldera is a very, despite being the second boss in the vanilla game, kind of like, in terms of speedrunning, kind of one of the more technical ones. Mostly because he is damage based and not hit based.
Oh my god, another sword.
Wow. That's crazy.
Also, I think now I think about it, I think Oni found a wallet somewhere in the dungeon, so does that count as a path item?
Yeah, wallets could be path, especially because we have Bomb Bag on Beetle 1000, so.
Okay, so maybe that's it?
Yeah, that could be it, yeah. Yeah, if C chart is bomb blocked or Cave's Key or something like that. Actually, have we seen have the runners like actually skydived into Lanayru yet, or have we just firewarped? Because we might have a starting statue in Sansi.
Oh.
I know I tend to sort of forget about that sometimes. But it can really change the early logic if you realize that you've had access to Sansi this entire time. Which also renders the Cave's Key completely useless. If your spawn and statue are on opposite sides of Lanayru.
I think Jazz might have got a wallet out of Logic in Lanayru, but I definitely would not trust my memory on that.
I thought I remembered that was Crystal Pack, but yeah, I'm not sure either. In Fire Node shortcut. Life Tree Fruit is not required, which means that the Thunder Dragon's reward is nothing. And Life Tree Fruit is on Skipper's Shack. Only getting his claw shots.
Yeah, now Oni's got his claw shots. Awesome.
Yeah. Even though Jasnix has had it for quite a while, Oni wasn't really a serious disadvantage there because he just did ET, which, you know, ET doesn't do anything with claw shots, so unless bearing some weird edge case where Rupee and Lava Tunnel is something important, that's not going to bite him much. Alright, Jasnix getting Bomb Bag here. Now maybe returning to Desert? No, I was thinking like, what if Claw Shots like locks like Hook Beetle or something that gives him access to the Lava Tunnel check. But like, that's just a very weird like edge case. Yeah.
Okay, crystals.
Okay, there's our second shack hint. Right, so okay, thank you. So Jazz's Hook Beetle was in mine, so which is if you don't start in okay, well technically you do start in mines in this seed, but that's a very weird start, which is out of logic. To do like anything backwards. So basically unless your spawn or starting statue is the beginning of linear mine, all of mines is logically locked by claw shots. So that Hook Beetle is claw shot locked, the one that Jasnix has. Yeah, really weird spawn this seed. I did not know that was possible, and I personally love it because I have practiced the reverse mines like blowing up the rock trick. Yeah, it's just a really weird one.
Yeah, I just find it personally really funny.
It is funny. I had no idea that was possible to be a spawn. Alright, we're gonna do Zelda's Closet here. No, Oni just missing the brake slide.
Yeah, just stole Zelda's riches.
Nice.
More
Was that
crystals.
money or was it another wallet?
It was a silver rupee.
Oh, okay.
Which, now watching it, I'm getting confused as to how many rupees a silver rupee is.
It's 100 in this game. I believe in Wind Waker
Okay.
it's 200 actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Wind Waker Orange is 100. They keep changing the rupee values. They need to just pick like one system and stick with it.
Yeah, I wish they would.
Wind Waker also has purple rupees, which this game does not have.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
They're cool, yeah. Alright. Nothing on Pipit. True. Green rupees are the best.
Yeah, good point. Greg is the best rupee.
True, true. Skyward Sword has 3 Gregs in the pool, I believe. But our more like unique item is Tim, the Tumbleweed. Iconic. Yeah, we don't have orange rupees or purples. We just kind of have the standard ones that I believe Ocarina of Time has. Actually, Ocarina of Time has purples too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think it does, yeah. Alright, this Claw Shot Lock check in Desert. It's Spiral Charge. Oh, okay. Oh, we already had that. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
oh, it's fine. Trust me. I just noticed he got the Spiral Charge earlier. I didn't pay attention to which chest it was.
Okay. Well, now we know. Dead Lightning Node. Sad. I like Lightning Node.
Okay, so Jazz is doing a temple now, which makes sense.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to put it off for too long, especially with both key pieces being super early. Which is honestly like, shout out to early key pieces. Like, usually those are our go mode items. I don't think any of the swords are out of logic because 3 of them were just Sphere Zero Skyloft, and then one was. Oh no, sorry, one is out of logic. It's on Scaldera.
Oh.
Well, no, I guess it's not out of logic just yet because we did get enough wallets to. I don't know. That's a hard one to tell because it depends on whether Jasnix got any wallets out of logic, which I don't think he did.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
So nice cutscene skips on the ropes. I did not know that drowning in the lava skips that cutscene. That is probably like a second or two faster. That's pretty cool. Only gonna get his bait Colin's letter here. Yeah, so while I'm trying to think of like what we could. I still have no clue what the Earth Temple of Tenel's path could be. Which I should probably write down what we've gotten. So we had a wallet, we had crystal pack, and we had a sword, which is can't be the path because there's nothing that sword locks. Like, we already had logical white sword in the Skyloft, so there's nothing sword locked that Master Sword opens. Besides Zelda's Blessing, which cannot lock bosses. So I have no idea what the Tantalus path could be.
I have also already forgotten what Jazz got when he took like the 15 gratitude crystals to Betro. So
he got an earring. He got the earrings on. Ooh.
Hello,
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Lava Tunnelist Magma. Oh, that's really bad for Oni. Unless that's hinted. Unless that's hinted, or if you can beat FS out of logic. I mean, you can usually beat FS out of logic without Magma Mitts, but it's kind of painful depending on what is pinging and what isn't. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that feels bad for Oni.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes a lot more sense as the path then. Wow. Okay. I probably would have also done what Jasnix did and hold out just in case Lava Tunnel is something, but I completely understand Oni wanting to just dip ET early because of the early key pieces and wow. Right, and if that is the path item, then that's not gonna because you can't have a path hint and a sometimes hint on the same check. So if that is the path item, then Oni is never gonna get a hint for Lava Tunnel. Oh god, that's scary.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Yeah, I really... Is this chest pinging the single Azalfo's chest? No, Jasnix just did the whole thing. Okay. That's even worse. I thought maybe if this one was pinging, then Oni might consider coming back. Yeah, he might be wondering about the path. But I also think that, like, yeah... I don't know, he might just not want to dip back into take like the risk of time loss by dipping back into ET. Yeah, that's a tough one. We'll have to see how this plays out. Yeah, he could have.
I'm honestly surprised we haven't found a bow yet.
Yeah, weird, right? There's 3 of those in the pool. Nice to have early as a brick pile. Especially with sand ship. It would be funny if that Magma was path to Tantalus because of like first logical bow or something.
Yeah.
In Fire Sanctuary. Yeah, or Boko base. I'm gonna add Magma Mitts to the here, I'm gonna add the Mitts locations to known items just because it seems like they might be kind of significant. ET neck. ET lava tunnel, let's say. Okay, so yes, just to refresh on our path hints. So we had Elden Nagirihim 2 for claw shots, Village to Scaldera for Ruby Tablet, and TBD on the Earth Temple Tantalus so far. Boko base.
I'm so glad David thought the same as me.
So Oni will get his bomb bag here. Oh. Jasnix just barely missing the quick cycle there on Scaldera. Okay, so it looks like he... Okay, so with a little bit of extra money than Jasnix had, I think, Oni's going to be able to grab the Horned Colossus Beetle, get the discount, and also a check, and then use the discount to get the bomb bag for cheap, which is pretty cool. So we're going to see an extra check here on Beetle's crystals. Nice camera angle there on Scaldera. Okay, just vanilla crystals. Yeah, again, neither runner has checked. If we find, like, early C chart, I would just, like... Or I guess not early at this point, because we're 52 minutes in, but... If we find C chart, I would just fly into Lanero and quickly check the starting statues in case we already have Sandsea access. Because all we're missing at this point is... Well, that's not true. I mean, yeah, Cave's Key and C chart is all we're missing. And Bow, I guess, which is just really weird. It's like Oni's gonna do the bird nest check. No, and just barely falling off.
I don't know why for a second I thought that was intended.
Alright, and I think with Magma Mitts, yeah, Jasnix is gonna try to do some stuff in Boca Base, especially with earrings. That's a nice little option there. It's gonna be kind of annoying not having Slingshot or Bow for Boca Base to stun the Bokoblins, but I mean, you can definitely make do by just Skyward striking, etc. Yeah, not having Bow or Slingshot in Boca Base is so cursed. Not as cursed as not having Claw Shot, which I had to do recently. Oh, this bomb boost here. I love this bomb boost.
Yeah.
Saves so much time.
I just still remember the hype when this bomb boost was found. It was like, wow, this game has bomb boosts.
Yeah. We're not as... Yeah, we don't have as many cool bomb boosts as Wind Waker. But we have this one. There's C chart. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm wondering if Jasnix will check the starting statue now. Because I would hate to, like, spend a long time looking for Cave's Key only to not, like, you know, never find it because it's not included. Yeah, so the Mitts was definitely Path, which means that Oni is not getting a Dragon Neck hint, which feels super bad. And that C chart is required too. Oh my gosh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure there's any way around that. Besides just thinking about the hints and dipping back into ET. Yeah, the Piat skip does save a few seconds still. Yeah, it's a decently long cutscene. More crystals. We're seeing Cage Robot here, which I don't remember if Jasnix did. He might have with Hook Beetle.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah, just money. True, yeah, the money was important when Jazz got it.
Yeah. Rupees in this game are a little bit harder to route in. Some depending on just where the gold rupees are, which are the big ones. Sometimes with medium beetle purchases, you really just kind of get into a bad position where you have to wait until you find some more rupees or wallets, and it's just kind of rough sometimes. There's, oh my god, Emerald Tablet.
Yeah, I nearly mentioned multiple times that I was wondering where an Earthy Emerald Tablet is.
I completely forgot about it. Wow, okay. So all of Farron is locked by Magma. Oh my gosh. Oh. I am just really scared for Oni right now.
Yeah,
I think, okay, well,
rough.
okay. On the one hand, that means he'll run out of checks earlier. And because, like, if all of Farron is locked by that means it won't be too long until he sort of gets bottlenecked into doing it. Lava Tunnel, I mean. So, at least, yeah, yeah. In a way, it's kind of nice that Emerald Tablet is locked by, unless Farron just has, like, absolutely nothing. Yeah, he'll get funneled, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. This could go either way.
It looks like he might be heading there now. Nope, he's going back to Skyloft.
Yeah, he made a quite reasonable play, just like barely a little bit early, like in terms of dipping ET. Yeah, nice crystals there, and Collins let her hint. So Forge Dig Spot, not required. I didn't see the other Summit hint stone. Anyone caught that? Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's right. That makes sense. I personally go for as many hint stones as I can with Sandship FS seeds. because you might get a second Magma hint or Brig. We do have Brig in this seed hinted already. But like stuff like second Magma and Plats can be really nice for FS routing. But if you're like just you move as quickly as Jasnix does, then it doesn't even you don't really like worry too much about it anyway. Yep, so right as we see one runner get a hint that a check is dead, the other runner is going to do said check. So that's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Which is totally fair. I just maybe push hints a little bit more than I should. That noise is just so funny. On the pipit interruption.
Yeah.
In the sound files for Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, it's just called Ooh. Like OOH. That's the name of that sound. It's so funny. Yeah, so that was a small key on the second chest. I don't know if Jasnix like pinged chests from the first room. I didn't notice it. But he is just going forwards, which makes sense either way, I think. So I guess I'll update the tunnelless path hint really quickly because we know it was the magma mitts for C chart.
I know we are also slightly late, but happy 1 hour.
Oh, that's right. I saw it when it was at like 58 minutes, and I was like, I gotta remember to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, so happy 1 hour. And then I forgot. Yeah. So happy 1 hour to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to my co-commentator Joshi and to our amazing trackers KitKat and Featherblade. We appreciate all of you.
And
It's
another
true,
sword.
Master Sword. Oh my gosh.
This is great.
Really just all the swords. Yeah, so Oni gonna get his scale here from Fledge, which won't do anything yet. But once he finds that Emerald Tablet, eventually that'll get him that Triforce of Power in Lake Floria. Yeah. Of course. One sword is enough for Fire Sword Jewelry. Even if it's not required. Hmm.
We need
That,
2 more Triforce.
yeah. We might need Cave's Key. Depending on the starting statue in the Nehru. And Bow, yeah.
Yeah, these bows don't want to be found at the moment.
Not really. Yeah, we had a hinted Triforce. Yeah, neither runner has checked the starting statue in Lanayru. I am kind of getting anxious about that. I mean, I get it. Phi warping is just super convenient, but I mean that's something I struggle with too. Like I need to, make sure to. Oh, nice quick beetle. Um, like it's just hard to plan that in routing. But with Lanero, I tend to be careful. But like with Farron and Eldon, I just tend to forget. Oh yeah, I mean, if the Triforce and Foray is in back half, then Oni, might not be. I mean, he's gonna need Emerald Tablet regardless. Like just for endgame alone. Did Jasnix not finish Fledge? Oh, did he do like one bottle? And then that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember that confused me earlier, and I just thought I maybe missed him doing more than one, or I'd forgotten how the quest works.
Oh yeah, I think I've been wondering about maybe if somebody ever did that. That would be cool. Like just doing if you have one bottle, like just kind of routing it in with your trips to Academy. It's great for this seed where you don't even have a ton of you're not even like going to Farron much yet, so yeah, so that's finally earrings for Oni. Something on the Bat 30 chest.
Please be a bow. Oh.
Bottle! Oh my goodness.
Of all times to get another bottle.
Yeah, so it looks like Jasnix is gonna just statue RBM to skip the. I don't know if he pinged for like a third small key, but he's gonna skip the second Magma and Bumble wall checks, and just kind of jump over here. We have no pings on staircase or boss key, so we're just gonna do Plat's chest and then probably Death Warp and fight Girahim too. Yeah, damaging down here. I like this. Although if Platts is a Triforce or something, then you just kind of have to damage down again, but it's not a huge time loss.
Okay, so Oni is returning to Eldon now.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably thinking about Summit because of the earrings. Oh, he's dropping at ET? Is this to go back into ET or is this to go to Summit? I really hope it's ET.
It is.
Oh my god,
ET.
he's going back to ET.
Ooh.
That. Okay. I'm really happy about that. I'm just kind of surprised because it looks like he was thinking about something.
Yeah.
The only thing he has here is Lava Tunnel. So I think he really is worried about having missed something. Oh, I think he is thinking about the ET path. Maybe he eliminated that the other paths couldn't have been anything.
This platform's fighting back, apparently, though.
Bullying him, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Link doesn't know how to grab anymore.
Poor Link. Alright, we are entering G2 on Jasnix's side. That'll be 2 dungeons done, both the fire dungeons. And yeah, so yeah, go mode FS would be a good saving grace for him.
Yeah, we definitely need him to get the Emerald Tablet first, otherwise he's not going to Farron anytime soon.
Yeah, no, this is it's good for now that he's got the. He's probably gonna go straight to Boko Base after this, which is good. And then I think seeing the Emerald Tablet on Fire Dragon will worry him a little bit, and then he'll go straight to Farron. So I think we might be fine. Yeah, for real. Yeah, chest dowsing. So if the chest contains any item that can possibly unlock checks, it will beep or ping, we call it, with the dowsing feature. And if it doesn't have any such item, then it will not. So the reason they're not opening said chests is because they're not like beeping, or pinging as we call it. So it must have junk. So, but it doesn't mean that like every pinging item is going to be required. In fact, not even close. It's just anything that has the possibility of opening checks. So even like gratitude crystals or, which you might not need. You won't need every one of them, but yeah. It's our equivalent of chest types matches content, or chest sizes matches content. But in my opinion, it's a little bit cooler. Because you can kind of just, for certain loading zones, you can just kind of ping the chest at the beginning, and then you can plan your route based on that, which I really like doing. I think Jasnix is going to finish up Sledge here. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Grabbing another potion. Alright, so Oni dipping Boko Base. He is going to get his C chart and Emerald Tablet here, which is really good for him. And then, honestly, yeah, he'll only be behind in terms of like checks to progress that didn't actually have anything. But in terms of like actually required items, he's not exactly far behind. Yep, so that C chart will let him into Sandship. Oh. Nice Bokoblin Tower.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That's funny.
Yeah, because you normally have Slingshot, or you don't need to knock down the tower. Or, sorry, Slingshot or Bow. So, yeah, really weird we don't have a bow yet. We don't even have a hint for a bow yet. That's kind of wild. I am wondering if they're just like all in Sandsea or Sandship. I'm wondering where Jasnix goes from here. Well, obviously Farron actually, but he's making a bit magic file. That's good.
Yeah, I do think Farron does make the most sense, especially since he actually knows there's something there he needs, and it's not like he has to do the dungeon either. So
right, the Triforce in Floria is a good lead. There should be at least, I sincerely hope there's at least one bow in Farron somewhere.
I mean, they've got to be somewhere.
Yeah, they can't just all be. Yeah, it's really weird that they're usually one of the first things you get. Like back when we didn't play with scrap shop upgrades, or not they, because I wasn't around at that time. Like it was fairly common, I think, to have a bow mode. But in these settings, it's just very Oh no! Oh,
that's unfortunate.
Oh my god, that was like barely close enough to hurt him. And the fact that he would happen to be at 1 heart, and Boko Base is the most annoying place because you go all the way to the beginning. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Oni. That's Boko Base is so bad with death warps and everything. It's just yeah, quick little Deepwood scan. Nice that Jasnix is starting on this side of Farron, so we can end up at Floria for the Triforce. And then maybe just dip after grabbing that. Yeah, so the bows cannot be like... You actually cannot have a required bow in Sandship unless it's on the combo lock chest, because that's the only chest that is like logically accessible without a bow in these settings. Because the vanilla bow check, Skirvo, logically is small key locked. Oh, that's cave ski. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So regardless of starting statue, we're fine. Yeah, so Skirvo cannot have a required bow in these settings because he logically requires 2 small keys, and without a bow, the most you could possibly get is 1 small key, so... No, we do not, especially because I rolled it, so... Yeah, good call. Okay, Ballad, interesting. That'll open up Thunderhead. Which... could have something? I don't know. It's unlikely, but it is possible. I say that because of, like, all the early swords we got. Yeah. Oh, Thunderhead is Baron, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remembered Sealed Grounds, so I was like, okay, Gorko's dead, so you only have to talk about Thunderhead. Then I was like, Thunderhead's also Baron. I forgot.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have remembered that Thunderhead was Baron.
Yeah, it's a fairly common Baron hint. It's nice when one of the two is... Or I guess it's nice when Sealed Ground specifically is hinted Baron, but not Thunderhead.
Ooh,
okay,
nice.
Is this Triforce of Power? That is Triforce of Power, so that's the hinted one.
Okay.
Platz is dead. Yeah, we already knew that. Yeah, real. It's gonna be Emerald Tablet for Oni. So I think he might just rush Farron after this. I'm wondering if he'll rush Farron or FS, because with both, probably Farron, because with both Emerald Tablet and Mogulmits being here, he's definitely going to be nervous that Jasnix has been to those places already. It looks like he's just going to FS because he hasn't warped out of here. Maybe getting the hint stones.
Oh my god, a bow
okay.
exists.
Finally a bow.
Amazing.
I can't wait to see where the other ones are. Watch them both be in treasure room.
Oh.
In Sandship.
That'd be funny.
That would explain a lot. That's Tough Beetle. We don't need that anymore. Oh, and because of metals, Oni has only one bottle in his pouch. Wow. Okay, so all trials were dead. That's... Alright, we don't know Din's trial yet, but 3 trials are dead, which is kind of crazy with super early harp. Yeah, we have Cave Ski as well, so... So starting statue no longer matters. It would be funny if we actually did have a Sansi starting statue, though, because that means Cave Ski was unrequired, but just happened to be, like, in a non-barren area. Yeah, Cave Ski was on the Great Tree Branch in Farron. Nice shield bash. It's nice that Jasnix lowered the box here earlier, so he doesn't have to do the break slide again. Alright, looks like Oni is going to Fire Sanctuary. He might just dip after the hint stones, but I would, for his sake, I would prefer that he goes to Farron and tries to go mode FS. But he might not do that. Yep, he's going in. I get it, though. Early access dungeon, and you really, you know... Yeah, it makes sense on his part. I mean, there's a lot of cool shenanigans you could do with, like, FS2. I mean, you could like go for back half, maybe do like statue RBM and then kind of just like leave and come back later. I don't know, but I don't think he's probably going to do any of that. He's like, he knows the bit for FS, at least statue RBM, but he might not do anything like super crazy in terms of routing. And we do have Jasnix heading towards caves. Probably going to check out Sansi.
Yeah, I assume he's still trying to find his last bit of Triforce as he's going towards Sandship.
Yeah, especially with Break Dead, you might want to try to go mode Sandship. Oni is quiet? Okay, let me turn up the music a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
Oh. Oh, thank you, Trez. I guess I'll...
So, does
It was
that
like...
mean Jazz is in go mode?
Oh, I'm sorry, was there a Triforce on the pillar? I was adjusting the audio. Oh, okay.
No worries.
That is go mode for him.
Cool.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Yeah. So weirdly, see it. I think. Even though besides the Emerald Tablet on Fire Dragon, like that's just I don't know. But even that kind of worked out with the Mogmomits in Earth Temple. It's just kind of unfortunate for Oni that he dipped Earth Temple before without doing that check. Yeah, so now I'm wondering where our boss key is going to be for Sandship. But already with Brig being hinted dead, you save a lot of time in this dungeon.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wondered what Brig was.
Oh, yeah, Brig is the robot. Like at the end of the whip segment, like after the treasure room, if you there's two generators, right? So you activate both of them if you want to go to Brig, but if you're only doing treasure room and not Brig, then you only need to activate one of them, which saves time. So
Gotcha, yeah.
yeah, so Jasnix just going for the mass sequence here, not even gonna ping the chest, I think, unless he did. It's hard to tell sometimes between that chest and the combo lock. Yeah, Jasnix's masked sequence is just really clean. I used to like shoot the bokoblins in front, like as I was walking towards them, but after seeing what he does, which he just like shoots them in like a horizontal line, I've started doing that now as well. That does look like Stern Chest is pinging, maybe? Maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. Bottle! Bottle for your troubles. What is that, number 3, number 4, I think?
It's either 3 or 4.
Yeah. I want to say 4. Oh, 3, okay.
We've been getting bottles on both sides. It's hard to keep track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. A key for the dungeon.
Yep, that's one of 2 small keys. Hopefully not required for our boss key. Yeah, so Jasnix is gonna ping the treasure room here. On the off chance that there's no pings in there, which is super rare, but very nice. Yeah, okay, so there's something pinging. I would have actually pinged a little more carefully, because in this case, it might just be your other small key. If it's only one ping. In fact, I think it has to be. If it's only one ping in treasure room. Which means you could just go use a small key on boss key chests and save Scummit maybe, in case the boss key's on Skirvo. Yeah, no Skirvo hint. We did have a Brig hint though, which means the other small key has to be in treasure room. That is boss key pinging. Yeah, unfortunately, Oni also doing second Magma. I didn't see if Bomba Wall was pinging. I assume he pinged it, which is really unfortunate because that rarely pings, but that'll make him do second Magma, which Jasnix also skipped. Oh no, actually, in this case... Okay, well, it must be pinging then, because if it wasn't pinging, then Oni would have known that second Magma had to be the small key and then just do Statue RBM.
We found the slingshot.
Slingshot on boss key chest, that's awesome. Yeah, so if there's multiple pings in treasure room, then boss key could be there. If it's just one, then boss key's on Skirvo. On second Magma. It's a lot to keep track of.
It really is.
Yeah, honestly fair. It's probably not a ton slower.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay, so there was one other ping. And there's boss key, nice. So now he can just kind of leave here. Probably get crushed under this stamp thing to Death Warp a little bit. Well, not Death Warp, but yeah, Void Warp. I don't know what these things are. They look like stamps, like giant death stamps. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of RBMs feel that way. When you're like starting out with a bit, like, it's just like, well, why would I do all of this? But it is less time. Yeah, less time sink than it feels like. Yep, Jasnix gonna save here for Tenless skip. Shout out to Link dying on Jasnix's end, like at the exact moment that Oni finished off G2. It sounded like Link was like groaning in place of G2.
That's funny.
It's a wallet. Yeah, sync deaths. Okay, so what Jasnix is going to do here in Back in Time, he's going to he has a Bitmagic file created on Skyloft earlier, which has a flag that allows him to open the shed to Betroth, or yeah, well, I guess it's opening the shed, but you still need to do the bat warp over the gravestone. So I'm not sure exactly why that's required, but so what you do here is you bat warp by side hopping or past the gravestone, and then you will open the Betroth's door during Back in Time using you'll enter with a file that is 30 crystals, and then this way you can get the Bat 30 chest cutscene, which the flag for that in Skyloft corresponds to having defeated Teneless in Sandship. So if you trigger that flag right as you start your file, that will set the flag that defeats Teneless. And then you just have to do the chase, and then you just have to do like the chase sequence, and then Teneless is just kind of defeated. So, but yeah. So now he's just going to commit here by entering the boss key into the door as Oni drops into Farron.
I especially love this part of the Tenseless fight just because I like that it is filling with water, but it gives you time to get away before it raises. It's very convenient.
Yeah, very nice of the water to wait for you, you know. If only that's how flooding worked in real life.
Yeah, it'd be way more helpful.
Yeah, so I believe at this point, this is probably Jasnix's race to lose, which is unfortunate after a very, very good fight from Oni, tying down to the second in game 1. It's just, yeah, you hate to see it, but Oni has had a really good winner's run, and he's going to continue to do well in losers, I'm sure. I should actually double check who his next opponent would be.
Yeah, this was really just a very unfortunate case of one decision not paying off.
Yeah, and it was kind of understandable too with the early key pieces. You're basically just missing the ability to do one check in ET, which is like also often hinted as a sometimes hint. And it's just unfortunate that the Earth Temple Path hint ate that sometimes hint as well. Just because of like the generation order of the hints, which is like, when is Earth Temple ever hinted path anyway? So it's not usually something you worry about. But unfortunately, that kind of bit him here. Yeah, so it looks like if Oni loses here, he will go down to face the winner of Sledgen versus either Cube David or Pac-Man. Their matches are still ongoing, so yeah. He's going to be in losers round 4. Still very, very far in the bracket. Still made top 8. Did very well this tournament already. Yeah, 5th at a minimum, excuse me. Yeah, top 6. So. And that's kind of what he's been, telling me, is that he's not going to be very down if he loses to Jasnix here, because he's done very well, and I agree, he should be proud.
Exactly, yeah, he's done really well. Ooh, nice horde skip.
Yeah, really nice. Jasnix there. Clean Stalfos fight as well. And thank you, ZSR Main, for the raid of 113. We are finishing up here on Jasnix's end, going into the end of Horde fight. Going to go to G3 and Demise, while Oni has just gotten his 3rd Triforce, which I believe is his go mode.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, so he hit go mode. I'm glad he hit go mode. Before Jasnix finished. Yeah, it was a really unfortunate that Earth Temple early dip without doing Lava Tunnel kind of bit him. But that's really it, honestly. Like, this entire seed, he made one mistake, I feel like, and it just how much it bit him. But Jasnix did stand ship. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just very fast.
Oh, yeah. You can't access the end game without beating all 3 of your dungeons. Ah, I see, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. We're actually not going to find out whether... Actually, wait, did Oni just skydive into Linearu?
I think he might have done.
Yeah, I forgot to check for the starting statue. It would have been funny if... It would have been funny if we actually did have a Sansi starting statue this whole time. But, yeah. I'm tempted to, like, load up the seed myself later and check. Alright, and here's Demise for Jasnix. 2-phase fight that is pretty hard for, like, most newcomers, but the more you do it, it is a very scripted fight, both phases, so it's going to be a piece of cake for Jasnix.
Yeah, he might have done this fight a few times.
Just a few, yeah. Just a few times in vanilla, maybe a few times in rando, you know, maybe a few times on HD. And that is GG's for Jasnix, winning the winner bracket semis over Oni at 147.50. A very respectable time. And we're going to have Jasnix come in for an interview. So let me just drag him in here. Hi, Jasnix. GG's.
Hey.
GG.
I don't know. Honestly, don't have that much to say about that race. It was kind of, I don't know. The start was kind of weird, but it all kind of worked out.
Right.
I didn't really run into any roadblocks.
Yeah. Kind of like surprisingly tame seed today. Did you so I guess what you should know first off is that Oni dipped Earth Temple without doing Lava Tunnel. He didn't have Hook Beetle or anything. Yeah, so or Bomb Bag for that matter. He just kind of rushed it. Which I honestly like I could have I vibed with it because of the super early key pieces which you never see. And you know, I think he didn't know when he was going to find enough wallets to get Bomb Bag.
Yeah.
He just kind of went for it. So he had to go back way later for the Magma Mids, which just locked like C chart, Emerald Tablet, like just a lot. So
one of everything, like
No,
yeah, I was close to making that play. I honestly, if the Phi Warp location wasn't in Linearu, I probably would have done the same thing, but because I was considering just dipping Earth Temple as soon as I got the key piece. But I knew I was 2 wallets from the Bomb Bag, and I kind of knew I would be kicking myself if they were just in Linearu, and then they were. So I just thought it was like it would be a little because I didn't think it would be too risky to just go to Linearu and see what they had. So.
Yeah. No, and I think your Phi Warp location played a big role in that too, because normally I feel like dipping desert like that many times without Bomb Bag, I just like I tend to shy away from that. But with that Phi Warp, it was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like. It was a weird Phi Warp spot because it was a good location, but it was also like one of the slowest spots. Like it was.
Yeah.
It takes so long to just get to a statue, so like I couldn't use it for that very much. But
right.
But yeah, so I could see why I got a lead then though, because those mob commits were kind of, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like this seed's probably, the logic is probably concluded here, because I knew at that point, like, I'm just going to go to Boko base, I'm going to go to FS. It's probably going to give me something that gives me another progression. I'm going to follow it, and then I'm going to finish the seed. So when I saw that, I was like, this is good, but yeah, the early game was weird too. I remember being very relieved when I did a weird Skyloft route, and I ended up doing Malara on my first Skyloft trip, and I was very happy about that because getting that Ruby tablet simplified my routing a lot. But
that could have been weird to route in. I don't know. Linear starts are just always like that. I feel like you're never completely sure of what you're doing with a linear start. Speaking of which, actually, interesting thing is that neither of you ever checked your starting statue in Linearu. So
I was thinking about that. Like so my thought process was that if I had found, like, after I had gone to Farron, I was gonna go check that because I wasn't sure. But yeah, I don't think either of us saw it once because we all just Phi warped there. So yeah, that was weird. I don't think it was a Sansi statue, but I mean, if it was, then honestly, it would have been bad for me, like if I checked it, because if it was a Sansi statue, then I would have wasted time doing that. But
that's true, actually. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking about the possibility where you might like keep looking for Cave's Key and not realize that maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even. Maybe it's in like a barren zone. Yeah. So, but it's just kind of chilling there in Farron, so you were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
I
really
don't
think of
know.
much else because I don't know. I feel like the seed was really linear in a sense where like there's a couple bottlenecks that you had to just get. And like the big one was those Mog limits. As soon as you got those, I think the seed was kind of like at that point you're good. Like
Yeah, straight into the sea chart, Emerald Tablet, and just
yeah.
go from there. It was kind of yeah. So I think I don't really in terms of routing. I think you did you know you did that really well. Oni also like I think just what really bit him was the early Earth Temple dip. I mean, he could have still gotten Lava Tunnel, but like it was just really slow to go backwards.
Yeah.
But it's just so I understand why he didn't. And you might get like a hint for it too, but like the fact that the path hint pointed to those myths ate the possibility of a sometimes hint. So that was just really bad for
Yeah.
him. But either way, I think you played solidly and you had a great lead throughout. I think when you finished, Oni had just like dipped into Floria. He had just gotten his Triforce in Floria. So
Yeah, I was feeling all right because I haven't been playing a lot, so like I my
yeah,
execution was like a little shaky at the beginning, but I was able to hold it down. Like I didn't make any major mistakes, so um
yeah,
but yeah, I haven't been able to play as much recently. So I'm kind of scared for I think uh well my whoever my I think I know who my next opponent is. I won't say it in case anyone doesn't like wants to watch that race back, but
right,
I'll
right.
need to be a little more practiced, but um
Yeah, so you are onto the semis, which is really hype, and I'm looking forward
yeah.
to watching that set between you and mystery person. So, and yeah,
Yeah.
so Oni has had a killer run, honestly, so far in winners, and he told me before this race that he wasn't gonna like feel super bad either way about this match because he's very happy with his progress, and I agree with him. He's gonna be
Yeah.
losers round 4 now, facing the winner between Sledgen and Cube or Pac-Man, whichever one of those moves on. So I think he's doing pretty well. I think we'll see him continue to progress. And same with you. I look forward to
Yeah.
watching the rest of your matches.
Um Yeah, I haven't seen the bracket much. Sledge beating Kickout's kind of crazy. I kind of missed that.
Yeah, 2-0,
Um,
right? Yeah, crazy stuff.
so yes, I think if Sledgen beats Cube or Pac-Man, then that's gonna be a very good race. Um,
Yeah, between Sledgen
so
and Oni. Yeah,
yeah, that'll be really,
I
really
look forward
close.
to that. Hmm.
But yeah,
Um, yeah. So I think for me, sorry, I've been talking a lot. Joshy, do you have any questions or thoughts for Jasnix or?
Oh, yeah, all I have to say is shout outs to Three Swords on Skyloft.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
Spear Zero Skyloft.
yeah. I was also thinking like, oh, I should do early Thunderhead, and it was a Thunderhead dead seed, so it wasn't even that useful. But
But yeah,
Yeah,
otherwise, just GG's to both runners. This was a very fun race.
yeah, I agree. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, so with that, I think we are good to end the stream. So I'm going to quickly shout out our. Oh, okay. Well, I can't seem to use the Twitch chat. 1 second. There you go. So go follow our runners, Jasnix and Oni. Super well played from both of them. Um, and thank you to my co-commentator Joshi for being here with me, and thank you to our wonderful trackers, KitKat and Featherblade, for helping make this restream happen. So I will just quickly go over see what's up next on CSR. Where do I see that? Here. So tomorrow, is that tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow we'll have at 1:10 at 1 o'clock Eastern. We're gonna have Cine versus Mario Runner, game 2. They just had their game 1 today. Actually, I haven't seen the result yet, but I'm excited for that. If I win my current match, I'll be facing the winner of that. So, but yeah, and I don't know exactly what's up after that, but in general, we're having a lot of cool SSRS3 and some OTR action these days, so stay tuned. In terms of a raid, I think I'll probably raid. Hold on, I have to refresh Twitch. Actually, is CSR2 still going? No, it's not. Okay. Um, I'll have to figure out a raid target then. But in the meantime, thank you to everybody, and yeah, we will see you all around. I'm gonna transition us out now. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.